Greetings, Lewis. I changed my mind and I thought someone should record this for posterity. Introduction. When you are reciting poetry, which is a thing we never do, you find sometimes, just as you are beginning, that Uncle John is still telling Aunt Rose that if he can't find his spectacles, he won't be able to hear properly. And does she know where they are? And by the time everybody has stopped looking for them, you are at the last verse, and in another minute they will be saying, thank you, without really knowing what it was all about. So, next time, you are more careful, and just before you begin, you say, very loudly, which means, now then, here we are. And everyone stops talking and looks at you, which is a thing that we want. So, then you get in the way of saying it whenever you are asked to recite. And sometimes it is just as well, and sometimes it isn't. And by and by you find yourself saying it without thinking. Well, this bit, which I am writing now, called Introduction, is really the of the book. And I have put it in partly so as not to take you by surprise, and partly because I can't do without it now. There are some very clever writers who say that it is quite easy not to have an but I don't agree with them. I think it is much easier not to have all the rest of the book. What I want to explain in the introduction is this. We have been nearly 3 years writing this book. We began it when we were very young, and now we are 6. So, of course, bits of it seem rather babyish to us now, almost as if they had slipped out of some other book by mistake. On page whatever it is, there is a thing which is simply 3-ish. And when we read it to ourselves just now, we said, well, and turned the page over rather quickly. So we want you to know that the name of the book doesn't mean that this is us being 6 all the time, but this is as far as we have got at present, and we half think of stopping here. AAM. P.S. Pooh wants us to say that he thought it was a different book, and he hopes you won't mind, but he walked through it one day looking for his friend Piglet, and sat down on some of the pages by mistake. Twigs. Over and out. P.S. I got my hair cut. Not that you can tell. It's not any shorter. Well.